everyone, welcome to another episode of 1111 Talk Show, and today we are going to go to Workspace and meet the founder of Workspace. From what I have heard, he's such a young and driven man, and I'm really looking forward to hearing his entrepreneurial journey. So yeah, it's such a beautiful place and has become one of my favorite places to go to in Thimphu, apart from bookstores and cafes. So yeah, let's just get going. Brilliant mind at work, and we are here at Workspace Thimphu. I love this place, and I think you see what I mean by it. Oh. Hola. We are actually here today. Robert, from which you can actually do video conferencing with the founder of Workspace Thimphu, Mr. Chukchey. Yeah. So I think we should wait for him. And here we are meeting with the co-founder, or should I say the founder, right?
Yes.
The founder of Workspace Thimphu. Thank you so much, La, for agreeing to meet us and be on 1111 Talk Show, La.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
I know with like the time difference and you being here, like it really means a lot for us to kind of like take the time out to actually talk to us. And I think this would really be an interesting and inspiring story, like I was telling you, to young entrepreneurs in Bhutan. And that's something that we really wanted to capture through your story. So you know the drill, right? So we'll be asking you 11 questions and you'll be answering 11 questions for us. Ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So first thing first, our show is called 1111 Bhutan. So 11 in Bhutan is Chukchey, and your name is Chukchey. So what's the story behind your name?
Well, my name is Chukchey, and I was born on the 11th day of the 11th month in 2001 at 11 o'clock. Yeah, so that's why. Yeah.
Wow. Are you like the youngest in the family?
I am indeed the youngest.
Wow. You are the youngest, and then now you have like something like going on for yourself. That's so amazing. I think like being so young yet being so sure of what you want out in the world. I always say it's really refreshing to see young people be so motivated and so driven. Yeah. Okay, so now let's get into Workspace. I would say it's your baby, right?
Well, yes, definitely. So, just to introduce what Workspace Thimphu is. It is a co-working space and an incubator for e-startups, e-entrepreneurs, and also a networking spot, for business people in Bhutan. Yeah.
Okay, great. So now that you have given us like an insight into what Workspace Thimphu is, because that was supposed to be my first question, like tell us what Workspace Thimphu is, but I think you already answered that in your introduction, so maybe you could get into how did you get the idea to start Workspace Thimphu in Bhutan, and what motivated you to start it in Bhutan and not where you are at,
So when I was in Thimphu, I used to go to a lot of cafes, and I've seen a lot of people, with their laptops at cafes, sitting at cafes and working. And yeah, I've also had first-hand experience doing that. But yeah, it was often like disturbing because cafes are quite crowded, and the internet speed is quite slow, and yeah, it just didn't have the work atmosphere. So after that, I left for Dubai, and I've been to a couple of co-working spaces in Dubai, and yeah, I just really liked the idea, and I wanted that to be implemented in Thimphu, So yeah, I started this co-working space in Thimphu so that I can bring in all these people that are working in cafes, and just people struggling to have their own office space to come to Workspace and do their work.
I think I really resonate with what you said about cafes and it's becoming like sort of a meeting space for most people, because as much as the cafes are nice, right? But then you also have people who are there just to have fun and not to work. So this is where I personally feel like Workspace, especially with the sitting space and the comfort it provides, I think we'll see it later. Yeah, it really fills in that gap.
And 𝗪𝗂𝗧, when you asked me, the reason behind, establishing Workspace in Bhutan and why establish Workspace in Bhutan and not somewhere else, is because, I'm actually very aware of all this, young Bhutanese youth going outside Bhutan and, just working for, working for a different country. So yeah, I think that's actually quite bad for Bhutan in terms of its economy and the businesses. So yeah, I invested my money working from Dubai into Bhutan, building something in Bhutan. So instead of spending money building a different country's economy, I'm doing that for Bhutan. So yeah, because Bhutan is a very special place, and the people are amazing, and they just need the opportunity, I guess, to have a better place to work at. So yeah, that's why I invested for a co-working space in Thimphu.
True that. I think, like you said, there are a lot of people going out, and then young people like you, who invested it back in the community, and not just invested in terms of money, but by providing opportunities for people here. I think that's really amazing. Yeah. Okay, so next is how did Workspace Thimphu happen? Now you had the idea and you have the vision, what you wanted to achieve through Workspace Thimphu, right? But you are in Dubai, and then you wanted to establish it in Thimphu, which is two ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
So how did it happen in Thimphu?
Well, you see, when I was in Dubai last year, May, I had to make a decision whether I had to put the money into, doing further studies or just being an entrepreneur. So I was like, what do I want to do in life? And I was like, I think the best way to be successful is to be different. I guess be the black sheep, right? So yeah, I contacted my co-founder. So yeah, I was like, why don't we start this, co-working space in Bhutan, in Thimphu, and yeah, let's just try it out. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then too bad. But yeah, we should definitely give it a try. And yeah, I think it's gonna work out. We've had a lot of people saying that it's a very good idea. It's very innovative. So yeah, just hoping that the co-working space culture is gonna set in soon.
We are hopeful for that too, and like you, I think I'm also very hopeful, because there are a lot of people venturing into their own directions, right, rather than following the conventional route anyway. So yeah, and then like I was mentioning before, the space is amazing. It also is in the long run going to be an incubation center, right? And we do have few, if I'm not mistaken, co-working spaces in Bhutan, right? I think an incubation centers in Bhutan. What value does Workspace bring that's different from those co-working spaces in Bhutan that's already existing?
Thank you, 𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗂𝗧. Yeah, Bhutan actually does, have a few incubation and co-working spaces. The co-working space services that they provide is not up to international standards, if I may say so. But for Bhutan, I think that it's pretty adequate. But yeah, regarding the incubation service, I guess something different we'll be providing is that of course we're gonna provide financial support, but we also are looking to have foreign mentors, right? For the for our incubatees. But yeah, I guess the difference in the incubation service is not going to be that different. Just that our main focus is it's a co-working space, but incubation is just something that's on the sidelines, because it goes hand in hand with the co-working space. So it's we actually have had one incubatee. He's some of the paintings, I'm not sure if you saw in the bathroom, and the big dragon painting. So yeah, he's an incubate at our space. So yeah, we have been helping him paint and showcase his talent, and then putting it up at our space. So yeah, it works for us, it works for them.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I think I would not disagree with you on the standard of a co-working space, because this is like becoming one of my favorite go-to places apart from bookstores. Yeah. Yeah. So now I think, of course, you have a page on Instagram, and you also have an official website about Workspace Thimphu. But let's talk about the membership and then your daily fee, right? Because you do have a daily fee for people walking in, right?
Yes.
If you can just walk us through, maybe because since it's co-working space in itself is such a new idea in Bhutan, even though there are few already existing, right? But then I think it's still very new to many people. So please walk us through why you choose to work in a co-working space instead of working from home. Yeah.
All right. So first of all, I'll just explain our pricing structure. So currently our daily fee is only 250, and that includes seating on our vacant seat, and internet access, as well as one free drink. So just think about it. When you go to a cafe, right, you definitely have to order a drink like a latte or something, which adds up to more than 100, right? So you just if you go to a cafe, you're gonna have to order a drink. But if you come to our space, you just pay 250, and you get to work at a very good co-working space, centrally located, and of course you also get a free drink. So it's like I think it's a no-brainer, right, to be at our space. And yeah, the next is our monthly and yearly memberships, which we actually call elite memberships. So currently it's at 6,000 per month, and yeah, for that we get free printing and scanning, free drinks, free snacks, and also the member can bring one free guest. For example, Chimi, if you are a member right now, a person that you bring with you, he or she won't have to pay the entry fee. So yeah, one free guest privilege, and we also have a meeting room. So yeah, so if you're a member, you can also have access to our meeting room, and the people coming in, of course, will be free of charge as well, because you are a member. So yeah, you are privileged to bring guests to conduct meetings, and yeah. We also plan on having workspace events or events that are going to be hosted by other people. So whereby, as a member, you're going to get free access during the event, which we dedicate Saturdays as event days. And yeah, we have a couple of other benefits, which are on the website. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm so looking forward to having the event days on Saturdays, once the momentum gains. Yeah, because that's something people with the same mentality and same frequency, because that's what's going to be drawn into the workspace, right? And having an event with people with whom you are on the same frequency would be amazing. Yeah.
We have had our first event, which was actually organized by 𝗪𝗛𝗪𝗪, and it was actually quite a special event, because we got a lot of exposure, we got a lot of publicity, and we got to make business connections as well. So it was really helpful, and it proved that this event is definitely gonna be beneficial for all of us, for Workspace as well as the people coming in.
True that, yeah. Okay, so now I think that's about Workspace Thimphu, your baby and your project. Okay, so now let's get into something about your journey as an entrepreneur, okay? So I remember you saying that when you were there and after you have worked, and I'm pretty sure like you have saved, then you're debating on like whether to go for further studies or whether to invest the money back into being an entrepreneur, right? What was it about entrepreneurship that made you make that decision?
Well, actually, Elon Musk is my idol. So yeah, for me, I chose to become an entrepreneur because I want to be my own boss. I don't want people telling me what to do. Of course, that's just my personal preference. So yeah, I thought, if I were to become an entrepreneur, it's gonna shape me, be a better person, be independent, and be more confident in life. And yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people, working so hard to, go to university, especially in the U.S., Australia. You end up paying like more than $40,000 in the U.S. per year. So why don't you just invest $40,000, starting a business in Thimphu or in Bhutan? It's gonna, of course, it's gonna be risky, but that's what it means to be an entrepreneur. You have to take risks. But yeah, so for me, I've always been a risk taker. So yeah, so I'm glad I'm an entrepreneur. And then regarding studies, I am doing self-studies. Whatever I need to learn, I do it myself. If I need to learn marketing, I do it myself. If I need to learn management, I do it myself as well. So yeah, but I am planning to actually do further studies as well, like at the same time as handling the business.
Oh wow, that's amazing. I mean, like you said, how you actually put in, like, when it comes to studies, I'm doing it myself. I think that's a very fresh perspective, because the moment we say it's about learning something, we always take it into account that going to school, going to universities, and then learning something, right? But I think how you put it was really nice. Like, everything around you and learning everything is learning at the end of the day, right? Okay. So, this is your first business, like the official business, right? Workspace Thimphu.
I did have a company where I built websites for people. So yeah, when I was 14, I did that. But unfortunately, because of the high school in Thimphu, in Bhutan, I had to do a lot of high school work and I focus a lot. So that business sort of like, got kind of lost. But yeah, I still apply my skills and knowledge from that time now. Like, for example, the website that was built for Workspace, I built it myself. For the Instagram and Facebook, the social media management and marketing, I do it myself as well. Of course, I have some people that do it for me as well, but I'm basically the person that's taking charge, because I also did self-study marketing, because for that, for business, everything is about marketing, right? Marketing is quite important. So I understood that when I started this business. So yeah, I self-studied, and then I'm applying that that knowledge into the business. So yeah, self-study is important.
Wow, at 14, like, we were just running around and playing, and you're developing websites. That's amazing. So okay, since you also have had experiences, or you have had that website development business at 14, and now like your successful startup Workspace, if you had known something earlier, what would it be, like, that you could have done differently for other businesses?
Oh yeah, that's actually a really good question, and something that people should know actually, To become an entrepreneur and to become a businessman, it's actually very difficult, especially in Bhutan, the market is very small. And I've actually like woken up in the morning and I'm like, okay, I think I'm done, because I get so exhausted with this, with this business that I'm doing right now, because it's very difficult, and sometimes I get good news, sometimes I get bad news. So, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to be strong, you're gonna have to have that perseverance, right? That something's gonna work out. You're gonna have to be hopeful. and you're gonna have to work really, really hard, you know. So, yeah, I guess something that I learned from my entrepreneur journey now is that, you know, nothing comes easy. Nothing comes easy. Everything has a price. If you want your business to succeed, you're gonna have to put in the time, the effort, and the attention.
We covered on Workspace 𝗵𝗂𝗧 as a business, we covered on you being an entrepreneur, so what's next for you?
Workspace is my brand. So currently we have Workspace 𝗵𝗂𝗀, right? So I'm planning to have like different workspaces, outlets in different zongkak. So for example, right now it's Workspace 𝗵𝗂𝗀, right? So I'm gonna eventually have like Workspace 𝗪𝗏 or like Workspace 𝗪𝗀𝗃. So yeah, that's my future goal of you know, establishing an ecosystem of co-working space in Bhutan. So yeah, that's next, I guess.
Looking forward to that, because I think everybody keeps saying, right, everything is centered in 𝗵𝗂 𝗵𝗂𝗪, but there's nothing much in other zongkaks. So yeah.
Yes.
So we look forward to that and wishing you immense success on that. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so now we'll ask one question, okay? So whereby I'm going to give you like a few questions or statements and you can answer it in one word or one sentence. Cool? Okay.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so number one is one thing that keeps you up at night as an entrepreneur.
Revenue.
One thing that keeps you motivated to get up in the morning.
My family.
Okay, interesting. A very business-oriented person, but yet very family-grounded. Interesting combination. Okay, now that you have a successful startup under your name, 3 qualities you think would make someone a great entrepreneur.
Okay. Hard worker, intelligence. You gotta have money.
I think that's one misconception they get. You know, like I'm glad you brought it up. Yeah, please continue. You were saying something.
Yeah. So I guess money, hard work, and intelligence, right? Yeah.
Okay, so you don't you don't believe in bootstrapping, huh? You need to have money, capital investment at least, right? Yeah, true that. Okay, so I think one question that would help connect to a lot of upcoming entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs, I think, would be like to be able to connect to someone's story, right? And like we were talking right now, it's not always about the glossy part of being an entrepreneur, right? At the end of the day. So what are some of the hard choices that you have had to make this business a success?
When I told you that, you know, I had to make a decision, I had to make a decision on whether I had to study or do this business. It was quite a hard decision because, you know, I was willing to take that risk, putting my money and my time, you know, into building a business that I'm not sure is going to be successful, while I'm sacrificing, you know, my degree or, you know, or my education. So yeah, that was something that was quite hard for me, and yeah, also, you know, things don't always go as you plan it, you know. So I've had a lot of things that went wrong when I started the startup, but yeah, it's getting better now. But yeah, I guess one more life lesson that I would like to share is that, you know, nothing happens the way you plan it. Like something is gonna go wrong or something's gonna be different. So yeah.
So it's all about how you pick up after you fall down, yeah? It's about those choices that you make, I guess, yeah.
Yes.
So, any last words for, I think, the aspiring entrepreneurs that you would like to maybe share? Like, I think you already said nothing comes easy, you know, and also the fact that nothing goes as you plan. But as a last word to our aspiring entrepreneurs, and also if you would like to add something more about it. Yeah.
All right. Well, first of all, 𝗪𝗧, I would really like to thank you for, you know, having me. I'm not sure if it was productive for you, But yeah, thank you for having me. I would like to say that, you know, Bhutanese youth, please do your nation a favor by starting something, putting your intelligence, your effort, you know, your time and your money into building your own country's economy. Because Bhutan is a very special place and Bhutanese are very special people. And you're gonna have to work for your country if you want your country to survive and be successful. And yeah, hopefully I'm a good example to that. And yeah, I hope to, you know, help anybody, any entrepreneur. If they need help, if they need a space to work, please, you can reach out. You know, you can reach out to me, and you can reach out to us. You know, if you have some problems financially, I'm happy to help. Seriously, like you know, if you need help, please reach out to me. I'm definitely happy to help. So yeah, thank you again.
Thank you so much for agreeing to be here. I think it was an honor for us to have you because like you said, you know, you did do justice because what we need is inspiring stories from young people because young people need to be able to connect with it. And I think when you said like, oh, my name is Chukchey and I'm born in 2001, I was like, damn, you know, like being so young, so driven, and that's what we need to get out to other people as well, how driven our youth can be and how content the country can be if our youth do put in the hard work and the effort, right? So thank you so much for sharing your story with us and really wishing you success with Workspace in all the 19 other Zokaks. Maybe we'll not come to Gaza more.
Perhaps not. Thank you, Chile. And yeah, my co-founders should tour you around the space of our services and amenities.
Yes.
So yeah, I'll leave it up to him now.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for your time and we hope to see you in Bhutan. So, yeah.
Asla.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Well, so we are done with our part with Chukchey, such a young man and such driven, passionate young people. I think we could do with that. That's true. Technology, place na DJ. I forgot to ask him the name of the robots. I think maybe we'll just walk around and ask the co-founder, Mr. Ngawang, to give us a tour and show us around.
We have one small conference hall.
Okay.
Small conference hall.
So, if you're a member, you can use this conference for free as part of the membership package. What about the design? Like, did you hire?
No, like we both did the design. Like we finalized the design and gave it to Bhutanese carpenters. They came up with this thing.
But they were able to fix this also.
Yeah.
I need to secure the Bhutanese carpenters.
Bhutanese carpenters.
Wow, DJ, I'm impressed. Honestly, yeah, I'm really impressed. Is this the one like 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗔
Professional, traditional artists.
Okay.
Workspace.
Ah, okay. So if you are an incubator at Workspace Thimphu, they also provide support in, I think, helping you market your product more. So that is one of the advantages of being an incubator with Workspace Thimphu, right? And then you have like a really nice view of Thimphu from here. Side na doon, we have a very nice view of 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗙 spot on the stadium. You can just come here, sit here, and watch football matches, provided your eyes are not as bad as mine. And together with the football ground, and if you are a tennis fan. You also have a very good view of this Ania tennis court. I think there are two people playing, but now Minduta. So we're done here at Workspace Thimphu. It's located in the heart of town. If you would like to drop by and work by joining one of the brilliant minds, it says. Thank you everyone for joining us, and yeah, do follow Workspace Thimphu on Instagram, and they also have a website, I think workspace.com, if you would like to check out their packages and their opening hours. So yeah, and you can also get in touch with them on Instagram. So until next time, I hope you enjoyed coming with us to one of my favorite places in Thimphu.